I had this personal deal where I helped this family. They weren't the best financially, right? They weren't rich. They were looking for a home for their family, and it was a mom and a dad, and the daughter lived with them, adult daughter. And I met them through Zillow, some random people, and I showed them houses for like about a month, right? And they called me and they wanted to see some houses on a Saturday morning. They sent me 3 houses they wanted to see, and I said, okay, I'll show those to you. But there was this one house I knew was like perfect for them, and they didn't want to see it. So I went ahead and scheduled that house anyways. I was like, look, this house fits what they need. I know it. So we went and saw the houses they wanted to see. And during those showings, I talked them into seeing the 4th house, the house they didn't want to see. We went, and lo and behold, it was the house for them. They were like, oh my gosh, this is it. We love this house, blah, 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 blah. The problem was it was at the top of their price range, which I think was like 225 or somewhere in there. I'm not sure. And it had an HOA. And the HOA, I'd had them pre-qualify with a great lender, but the HOA is going to push them a little bit above where they could qualify for. But luckily I was like, look, I figured it out. You have the adult daughter, we'll put her on the deal for you. Put her in the loan. Boom. We have the daughter on there, and now the deal works. So, okay, sweet. We've been working it, that took us like a few days to get all that worked out with the lender. While we're doing that, I'm talking to the seller's agent, and I'm pre-negotiating the deal for them. I'm making this deal great for them. So I got them, I think I pre-negotiated like $10,000, $15,000 off in the purchase price. I negotiated $10,000 credit towards their closing costs. They were going to get an MFA loan, so with that $10,000 credit, they're going to walk in with like $0, and they're going to walk into this home and be able to move in, and I think, well, it wasn't 0, it's like 500 is the minimum, right? So I pre-negotiated this whole deal for them, and then they were ready. So I wrote up the offer, put all 3 of them on the offer, sent it off to them, and the daughter signed, right? And I'm like, okay. And I kept calling, like, hey, what's going on? Do you guys need help? Can I explain something more? What's going on? And they wouldn't get back to me. Well, it turns out a cousin of theirs was best friends with some realtor who decided to snake the deal, man. Unethically stepped in and snaked the deal on the people that I was the procuring cause for. And I'd already pre-negotiated the offer, and like the offer I was writing up, I don't know, they had a copy of it, they could have shown it to him, but they went with this guy, and they ended up paying like full price, and they didn't get the concessions that I was getting them. So by going with that guy and being unethical and disloyal and just kind of burning me on my time, it ended up costing them $20,000, something in that. So that's crazy. What a good agent can do, which was me, pre-negotiated that deal, was going to have them set up to walk in with no money down, money off the purchase price, and we were still going to do inspections, all that. So who knows how that was going to go? We're going to make it happen even better for them. And then they went with an agent who, was their cousin's friend and was actually a new agent. And I mean, they lost $20,000 by doing that, and were unethical and dishonest. So anyways, good agent versus bad agent. A bad agent could cost you a lot of money, unfortunately.